Would your life be easier or harder without Wi-Fi? I'm just asking.
It would be harder.
A lot harder.
I feel like I wouldn't be that much affected because like I've been doing that for until 4th grade because 5th grade was the first time I got my first electronic. So then like it wouldn't affect any of us that much because like we're not addicted to it.
Because
I don't think it wouldn't be that hard for me. I like reading.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a bit harder because like you have to like search a lot of things in like a wider pool, so it's really hard to search. And you have dictionaries and writing is sometimes faster and more efficient.
I think it will be like a bit harder for me, but I think for society, I think it's
worthwhile.
Yes,
Okay. So the question goes: the Korean government is promoting 5G. Why? Because of faster speeds, better downloads, and it's not just your convenience and your Netflix habits. That's not the only thing. Yeah, that's not the only thing the government is promoting. It's serious infrastructure like self-driving cars. Okay, so 4G and 5G, the speed, there is a difference. There's a significant difference. Now the speed difference with 4G and 5G may not come to a shock to you, or may not be a big issue to you. Oh, I can watch this video faster, hooray, but somebody might be like, yeah, I was gonna go to the bathroom anyway, so that 2 minute, it's not a big deal. Or something like, I can wait that 2 minutes, it's not a big deal. But what is a big deal? Remember Internet of Things, they're trying to connect everything. Self-driving cars, the idea is you don't have a driver, the machine will record everything in real time because they have to look at the traffic lights, they have to look at the other cars, they have to look at the lane, they have to look at the people.
Every car has to be connected.
So the car has to have a lot of sensors reading a lot of information in real time as they go, and a split-second delay can kill somebody.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So let's say you're cruising at, I don't know, 100 kilometers.
That's why you can't use 4G for cars because it's
You cannot because it's too slow. It's too slow. So for a self-driving car to seriously be hitting the streets and to a point that we feel, okay, this is safe, it has to be at super speeds where the car can take in all the information, spit out the result, and still drive without having any accidents. And in the event that a sudden, a pedestrian, a person jumps in front of you, or a car just makes a quick break or whatever, the car needs to sense that just as quickly as well and hit the brakes in time. If there's a half-second delay and then they hit the brakes half-second late, then
the person might die.
Somebody in between that buffer can get hit. Does that make sense? That's why it was dangerous to have self-driving cars within a 4G network because it wasn't fast enough.
Well,
so
self-driving cars are not necessary though.
Well, somebody might disagree, saying that we can do a lot better if we let machines drive the cars for us, so that we don't have to rely upon drivers' schedules.
AI should just like take over the world.
I don't know about that, but
No.
okay. So listen, let's say you're a truck driver. How many hours in a day do you think you could drive?
8, 7.
More than 8.
That's the maximum.
Sure. But you at least need a good 8 hours of sleep, right? I want to assume. And you still have to go to the bathroom, and you have to eat. You have to take breaks in between. So there's a maximum number of hours a human driver can drive at a given day.
We're automatic.
If you do that with machines, do they need breaks?
No.
Do they need to go to the motel and sleep for 8 hours? No, they'll drive all day. As long as fuel is in the tank, it will drive all day.
What about how they fuel?
Well, they'll make regular stops at the gas station.
Yeah, but then the thing is, it's really expensive.
Well, right now it is.
Right now.
Wait, can't you just buy Tesla and doesn't it have it?
No,
Yeah.
Tesla's not self-driving.
I don't know if Tesla's self-driving feature right now is like to the point where I'm just gonna let it drive on its own all the time, every time. I think maybe you might want to try it out like in the highways or something like that, where it's relatively less hectic. But if there's a lot of people walking around, I don't know. I just wouldn't feel. I don't know yet. I really don't. But the idea here is that if you want to have a situation Where did the thing go? Oh. If you want to have a situation where you have self-driving cars taking in information in real time and not making a mistake in that they'll hit the brakes a second late or half a second late, you don't want that. You want instant reaction. And the only way to do it is to have a faster infrastructure. So 4G, before all the highways they had, it wasn't fast enough. So they need to make it so that they have a wider bandwidth so they can throw in more information. So far so good? Everybody understands? So government, industry, they want 5G. Why? So that they can do more stuff with it. It's like if we have 5G, then we can have self-driving cars, we can do self-operating factories, we can do a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of things we can track, we can get a lot of information.
But then
it's
what
good.
would if it's like self-driving cars, then what would the taxi drivers, what the drivers that
They will lose their jobs.
Exactly.
That's
They
the
will
same
lose
thing.
it.
They're saying about like the Uber drivers.
For society.
Well, I don't know immediately will they be all replaced, but I'm sure there's going to be like a transitional period where the drivers are in the car and they will take the wheel in the event that for emergency purposes or something like that. But for the most of the time, as long as it's safe and it's under whatever boundary, then the machine drives. I don't know. They'll figure something out. They'll figure something out.
Industrial revolution will happen though.
No, so then like the car would move by itself, like the people just sit in the back, just do what they want. The car just moves by itself, there's like a sensor in the front so it doesn't run into anything. And it just like knows like every single road on the planet. Just memorizes it all.
Well, the human?
No.
The machine will know where it's going.
It's like AlphaGo all over.
It's very similar in
Yeah,
that
it's like
regard.
AlphaGo.
It is very similar in that regard. Now, 5G, if you think about it from what I told you with IARC, so International Agency, wait, was it agency? Agency and research
Agency.
on cancer.
Yeah.
They said, hey, cell phone radiation can be causing cancer. Can potentially. They don't say definitively because it's it's a very harsh thing to say, and you want to have good evidence. So they have somewhat of an understanding. They think, okay, this is pretty straightforward, but we don't want to go too far and say it will cause cancer because that's another story. So they'll say it's potentially going to cause cancer. And then if you have that in mind, then do you feel happy about these 5G advancements and 6G
No.
advancements?
No.
Well, Samsung just recently announced that they're working on 6G right now.
What?
Yeah, well, Korea was the first country to adopt 5G en masse.
So
Yeah,
is
we
there
have a record
5G
for
right
that.
now?
Was that?
Is there 5G right now?
Yeah, there's crazy 5G rollout. We have the best 5G rollout in the entire world. Korea has the widest rollout of 5G technology.
So what about data 5G? You can use it anywhere.
You can use it anywhere. Well, I mean, whatever you collect, you can use. But whatever you don't collect and you don't know
Wait.
about, then you don't
Wait,
know.
but like if 60 actually like develops in like 2021, and like wouldn't it like be true?
I don't know about if it's gonna be next year. Probably, I want to say
I
2-3
mean,
years. But yeah, But is it so ridiculous to assume that 6G?
Will be worse.
Yeah, I mean, or to be fair, if we had 1G through 5G so far, wouldn't it be fair to assume that 6G is on the production table, is like on the works? Somebody's working on it. And if Samsung doesn't work on it, do you think like everybody else is just gonna stay okay with 5G? No, somebody's gonna work on 6G. Somebody.
Somebody wants the money.
Somebody's gonna work on faster tech and more reliable tech and whatever it is.